ONE Haverhill is a partnership of all the organisations in the town that do something. The purpose of ONE Haverhill is to improve our town. We know there are things that need doing. In every town there's always something that needs doing. But I think the difference here is that we're doing it for ourselves, we're making things happen. We got a grant from the DWP to employ a youth skills manager, which is Karen Chappell. Now she is doing a fantastic job. In return for the money they gave us, we said we would find 10 new apprenticeships in the first year. And we have actually found 52 already, and we have 32 of those already filled.
So my name's Karen Chappell. I work for ONE Haverhill as a youth skills manager. Initially I went out to meet as many businesses as I could. I was really surprised at how quick some companies responded to my email and said they were prepared to meet up with me, and then met with as many young people as I could through different referral systems. And then tried to match the two really. So if a young person come to me and said I'm looking to do an apprenticeship in an area that I didn't have one available, then I would go to a business that might be able to offer that apprenticeship.
I'm Stephen Morris, I'm the General Manager of Kalina at Haverhill. I got a telephone call from Karen and we arranged a meeting up at site here, and Karen told me all about the apprentices campaign, and I joined her for the launch of the apprentices campaign in the Haverhill town centre. Went down there, was very interested in what Karen and the team had to say, and I met Richard on the day. Had a good chat to Richard. He came across very personable and intelligent, and a guy that we could possibly use within the business. And Richard sent me his CV. I had a look at that, brought him up for an interview, and brought him on board through the apprentices scheme.
I'm Richard Scarf. My job title was an operational stock controller at Kalina in Haverhill. Before I got the apprenticeship at Kalina, I was unemployed for just under a year after completing my A-levels. I met Karen through the job centre. They arranged a 2 weeks work experience placement at what at the time was the West Suffolk Learning Centre for adult courses. I went down there and did admin work for her for 2 weeks, and she passed me on to a course and the event which I went to at the Arts Centre and met Stephen Morris. The benefits are you learn a lot more than what you thought. I didn't initially think I was going to learn as much as I have in this timescale. I've been here now 5 months and I've learned so much, from performance analysis to warehouse layout, and all that helps because it means I'm also earning as well, which has given me financial stability.
I think it's brought in new skills and new enthusiasm. Young people tend to be creative. Young people tend to have good technology skills that other ages may lack. So yeah, I think it's been a very positive project, both for business and young people alike. We've had lots of different successes really, and I suppose they're measured differently. I suppose whatever success is, for some people it's a lot smaller than others. So I've been working with things like traineeships, work experience and apprenticeships, and obviously for somebody who's not engaging at all, then a couple of days work experience can be massive for them. For other people that have left school with A-levels and want to do an apprenticeship in a certain area, that's been a massive progression for them. So it really depends on the individual. We've taken on like plus 50 apprenticeships, and I think that the majority of frameworks, if they've offered it, have gone to West Suffolk College. They've been very supportive and been very helpful at looking for different frameworks to match businesses. So I usually go in and meet the business initially myself, look at different frameworks with the business, and then take West Suffolk in to talk about the training and the different frameworks that are available to the business. Yes, I met Emma, and I remember being feeling really positive about her because she was a really bubbly young lady, and she'd unfortunately not had any formal qualifications, and we spoke about her joining the Prince's Trust and gaining some confidence and gaining some qualifications at the same time.
I'm Colin Paul and I'm the town clerk, and I'm also the officer in charge here at the Arts Centre. I think in terms of having an apprentice, the thing it does for us is that it moves the game. When you think about taking on somebody, you have to look at the costs of doing that and the costs of training them, etc. And the apprenticeship scheme means that the costs are much reduced.
My name's Emma Conroy and I work at Haverhill Arts Centre. So food, coffee, tea. Going to be training up for the box office and going to be doing the bar.
You've got a lot more support than you otherwise would have in terms of the college that is supporting you, and people like Karen who come along and make sure you've got a well-matched apprentice to your needs. and that you wouldn't normally get. Normally you recruit somebody by yourself and it's up to you, and you don't really know quite what you're getting. So not only have you got the background on somebody, but also it's giving young people a chance, and the organisation perhaps might be more anxious about taking on such a young person. And the fact that we are able to be encouraged to do that, to incentivise us to do that, meant it just tipped the balance. It made it easier for us to make that decision.
Definitely do. It's worth it. You get qualifications at the end of it, and you get to earn money.
I think Emma's confidence has grown greatly since she's been on the apprenticeship scheme, and is really moving forward with things really, and seems really happy and content that she's, you know, reaching her potential that, you know, she needs to be reaching.
Before I didn't have a job, I was just sitting at home, you're kind of downbeat about yourself, don't have money. Now I can go out with my friends, I can socialise, I can run my car to get to places I need to go.
They do bring that energy, and they do bring that excitement, and they bring that energy, and they bring that buzz to a business. And I really think that people that haven't got young people within their business, that, you know, there's a space really. I think if a young person is treated well and is continually moving forward and is given things to reach for, then I think that if you employ the right person and there's a good match between the young person and the company, then a long-term positive outcome is, you know, very likely. And I think young people are loyal. I think they like to stay with who they know quite often, and as long as they're being continually, if they're continually learning and progressing, then yes, they can be very, very loyal.
Yeah, I see myself being here for a while. I can see that there's a clear path up as long as I'm willing to push for the goals. I can see myself climbing up the ladder here at Cleaner.
And I've been really, really encouraged. The young people of Haverhill are fantastic in my opinion. They're all very bright, they're all very enthusiastic, and I haven't come across anyone that I felt disappointed in any way whatsoever. They've all been really, really lovely young people and great role models really for teenagers.